Good rainy afternoon in Georgia, and we are here with video number 6 of our Advent calendar art day. Today we're gonna actually build boxes and explain the big old box. So that should be fun. But first, let's get these little Advent calendars out of the way. Can you believe we're already almost a quarter of the way done? This is day 6 of 24. So day 6 on this one is up top. So let's catch it. It's a blue candle. Yeah, the first thing you want to say, oh, so it's blueberry. Probably, I don't know. Ooh. Oh, you know what this smells like? Like ocean breeze. It smells like that. Yeah, if you've ever had something that's labeled ocean breeze, I promise you it probably smelled like this candle right here. I knew like it had to be some different scents in here because when I even opened the box it smelled all nice and good. But this ocean breeze is giving. It smells so I can now that one I know ocean breeze because I have go-to scents, and ocean breeze is one of my scents. So yeah, it's number 6, and number 5 was good too, but I don't know. I don't know. Number 6 is giving it a little run for its money. All right, let's see if we can keep this winning streak going from yesterday. Still excited about that, and still know that I probably jinxed myself on the no stickers. And if I get stickers, I mean, hey, that's fine. I actually got one of the ones I really wanted. Not to say it's totally worth it just getting that one, but it does help. Definitely does help. Okay, so punch it in. And it's definitely a figure. Guys, I'm having a hyperventilation. No way. No way. In order though, like back to back. Yes, please. This is the second one. I want it. Are you serious? No, this calendar is definitely paid for itself with these two figurines. Are you kidding? It's the Roman bowl. That's what I kept saying. I want a Roman bowl. I want a Roman bowls. Anything. I wanted the 3 Roman. So I got 2 of the 3 now. And this one is a Saxolotl romaine. It's got a cute little axolotl slurping up romaine. This is my granddaughter's favorite meal to eat. She loves romaine noodles, and this is authentic with the chives and the boiled eggs and the fish cakes. These little swirly things like this. Those are fish cakes, and they are pretty good. I have only had them once, and they don't replicate them in our American stores. So to get them here is kind of impossible. I'm pretty sure you can imitate it with just fish. So we're gonna put that one on its little spot. We are one romaine dish down. Um, quick observation. I'll do more at the end. Is that they don't move, and I could have sworn they said that they did. Maybe they didn't, and I just wanted them to. But either way, I'm happy to have gotten that one. And now let's do number 6 on our big boy. So I've officially decided it's a he, and see what we get today. And I'm gonna show you something. Side note: after we pull number 6, which is still up here, I see 7 up here too. 8, 9, 10, 11. Excuse me, I'm very easily distracted. I think we don't go back down there to the 14th. Okay, cool. Cool. So 6 is right here. Let's pull 6 out. So I like that they're little boxes, so you know when I know what's inside of them. And it's been really disciplined for me to not go ahead and open these and kind of peek at them. I have stars and strings. Stars and strings. Looks like a project. So with a lot of string, like literally little loose strings. Not gonna lie, I'm already deciding this is probably not gonna be my favorite activity just because of it's a project's course, but okay. And they are the same. So we got a stack of stars that are the same. This would definitely be the one I don't like. Some of them, I mean, I'm assuming they all have holes, but I don't see holes in all of them. Maybe you're supposed to glue them together. Again, there's no explanation. I see some of them have little digits. I guess you're supposed to punch out and put the string. Maybe they all do, and maybe I just wasn't observant enough to see it. I'm assuming that's the case. I see the one I dropped, actually, the hole came out. Let me show you real quick. We're gonna tuck these back in. I am not feeling these at all. Well, it had to have been eventually. So what you're supposed to do, I'm assuming, because if you tie the string, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what you're supposed to do because hey, look at the hole. The hole has a gap in the top. So if you put the string up there, when you string them up, they're gonna fall down. They're like the string is gonna slip right through. So I'm gonna have to do some research on what exactly they want us to do with these. Yeah. No. uh, just the mere fact that they're just straight stars. Maybe we can make something happen with like the little thing, make a little banister or something. I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do with those. This would be the first one that I can't even make excuses for. I don't really know what you're supposed to do with. I guess they're a garland, but like I said, there's a whole hole in it. So how are you supposed to put that in there? How are you supposed to string them if there's a hole at the top that the string can slide out of? So yeah, so we're gonna put number 6 right there, back in its little spot, just with the number backwards, and walk disappointedly away. So, but we did get two good finds. We did find the Ocean Breeze candle, and we did find the Roman noodle thing. But let me waft some of the air. Oh my goodness, my house has smelled so good this since I've been doing this. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. I am extremely pleased with getting the ramen, but yeah, those stars. I guess. I mean, for I guess if you're gonna scrapbook and glue some down on a paper or something, but what do you do besides that? And why is there a string? I'm definitely gonna have to look that up so I can at least have least console myself and like, oh yeah, that's exactly what they wanted us to do. All right, let me switch over so we could do our little art project. All right, before we get started, let me just tell you I had a whole freak out, and it's because I went to check the reviews to see how to actually do it. I went on the website to see how to do this, and the reviews were horrible. They were like, there's not enough numbers. You can't make all 24 boxes because there's not enough numbers to make all 24 boxes. So on and so forth, to the point where I freaked out and I literally took the numbers that they were not on the sheet like advertised. So that already kind of scared me, but thankfully enough, there are 1 through 24. I'm so excited, but that's why I have 1 through 24 already labeled. And yes, I have a box already made because I wanted to see how easy or hard, I put that in air quotes, these were to do. Could I do a couple of them on cam? So, yeah, I did the first one off cam to see how it done. It takes all of about 30 seconds. You don't need the speed run. It came with a little piece of tape. Not came with all those numbers that you saw. They are paper. They're not sticky. They're not stickers. That's the first false advertisement because they said it was stickers. They're not stickers. And they're a little smaller than I was imagining in my head. So what I'm going to do is put them together and then I put like labels and have bigger prizes in the smaller boxes because you definitely couldn't stuff anything worth keeping in that. So if you get one of the smaller numbers, you're probably going to get a bigger prize. Actually, it's just not going to be in there. So what is this? This is the game that I play with my family starting last year. every Christmas. And what I do is I let the grandkids walk in and go person to person, asking them to grab a number and pick four numbers, depending on how many adults are there. So usually all the adults are going to end up with three or four of these little things. And then after everybody settled down with their chosen boxes, I start, all right, who has number one, so on and so forth. And depending on, like with this case, like number one would definitely be something I have in the box. It won't be something that they'll have in there. Now I could put stuff in these, but or I mean it won't be big things. I could I'm trying to show y'all, I'm realizing I'm not on cam. So you put the little tape on there, then you peel off the plastic part. When you try to peel off the plastic, you try to peel off the plastic part, and I say that as it's not peeling. Okay, and once you get that little piece of plastic off, you finish the box like this. Boom, done. Like that. Then you take this part and you fold it like that. And I'm gonna take my time and do all of them tonight. Finish them up tonight. I'm kind of decided, and then they trying to decide if I want to go ahead and put the numbers on too. I guess it really doesn't matter. But let's see how big the bigger boxes are. Can I put little gimme gifts in those at least? It's gonna change a little bit of perspective of what I can do, because I usually do like little stationaries and stuff like that. You definitely are not putting stationaries in here. I do regret getting these instead of, they had some big boxes, like little shaped like houses that you're supposed to build a village, and then I was gonna let everybody take turns picking out their villages and village house or what have you. I will not get these again. I will get the village houses next year instead of these. They're too small. They're cute, but they're too small. It's supposed to make a little decoration, supposed to be like a little two-tier cake or something. But like I said, they're really small, so you really can't do. I can't do what I want to do with them. I could do something with them, but I can't do what I want to do with them. I might pack them full of just treats and then give the person like if I find small enough stuff to go in there, then fine. But if I don't, because I kind of sometimes do monetary prices too. So in my brain they were the bigger size, and I'm literally funneling trying to get the tape off cam. So I'll show you what I'm trying to do. In my brain, the small ones were as big as the big ones, and the big ones were bigger. So in my brain, I was putting like cute little prizes in what I was thinking was going to be the small one, and then the bigger ones putting bigger prizes in. With them being this little, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And that's okay. You work with what you got and you live and learn, and then you never ever buy boxes like this size again. And then like what I really should do is brace myself that maybe it's not bad. I mean, it's gonna look cute. It's gonna look cute stacked up together. So the little ones go underneath the on top of the big ones like that, and it makes a little illusion of a cake. So, and then everybody's gonna get slices of the cake. But like I said, they are a touch small for the my envisioned prizes that I was gonna get. So I'm gonna spend some time doing that. Now, the question of the day was, what was your favorite gift that you got for Christmas? And what was the favorite thing you got for Christmas? In my case, it would be a a dollhouse that I got. I think I was 10, to be honest. And it wasn't because it was spectacularly made or anything per se like that. But what was important about the dollhouse was that it was not together. And the reason I say that was like my favorite, like as a kid, that was my favorite gift. I've gotten some great gifts as an adult too, and especially your kids give you stuff, and I don't care if it's bubble gum, something your kid took the time to buy you. And my kids have great imaginations. I have a whole game in the other room that my child bought for me because I was like, oh man, I would love to have that in my house. So I have a real live uh game room version of Galaga in my in the playroom. So yeah, so those are great gifts. But that dollhouse, going back to that, was special on levels that kind of supersede the moment because yay, I got a dollhouse for Christmas. And my mom was like, oh no, it's not put together. My uncle was like, if you had brought it to the fire station, we could have put it together for you. And hindsight 2020, that would have been awesome. But I don't think the impact of the time that my mom and I spent putting the dollhouse together would have been any greater than the time that my mom and I spent putting that dollhouse together over the course of months. Like after school, I would glue a wall because you have to wait for the glue to dry and all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't something you could zip through. And just that time and that camaraderie, I guess, just made it all worth it. So that's the boxes that I'm gonna put together. I'm also cringed because the colors are more pastel. I could have swore they were like red and green, like a dark red, like Christmas colors. But like I said, you kind of work with what you're given and you roll with it. So like I said, what I'm gonna have to do, that means I'm gonna have to be on my game and make sure I am labeling the prizes or labeling the gifts rather with correctly so that the right gift is going to the right number, all that kind of great stuff. And we'll do what we have to do. So I'm not going to. What I'll end up doing is probably not even gift wrapping those gifts. You just kind of give me your box and I give you your gift. I guess you could put something in these bigger ones, but what you could put in there, like keychains or something, that's no fun. But all right, let me real quick show you how we do the we, and I say how I'm figuring you're supposed to do the numbering. I could be wrong, but you just take the same little sticky thing and you clip it on the one. I'm gonna do one of the bigger ones. You clip a little piece or two off, and you slap that bad boy right on there like a soul. And boom, you got it. And then make sure you take the not sticky part off. This is gonna be a joy, and I've got to do it at least 21 more times. So yay me! And then you take and you put your numbers. I'm gonna hold them. Put your numbers on it. So we'll go ahead and do number 24 and get our 2. So when I do my review, 24, boom. So, and I gotta do that. I gotta do that 22 more times, and I've gotta fold 20 more boxes. And then, of course, tomorrow I will show y'all the end results of that. But like I said, I'm going to probably end up just using them for people to draw numbers, and then maybe what we call a light gift wrap stuff into like maybe just tissue paper, so it is kind of wrapped but not really. And because the whole point is that we spend more money on the gift or the surprise over what they come in. And had I known they were this little, I would have went ahead and just did the Lucky Ducks like I was gonna do. But hey, you live and learn. We'll do Lucky Ducks next year, and what we'll do with the Lucky Ducks is what I kind of did with gift tags last year. Everybody picked they were little shaped like little drummer boys and stuff like that, and everybody I think grabbed about 4 of them each. And then you, okay, who has number da da da, who has number da da da. So, and I was gonna, instead of having paper that was going to probably disintegrate and get lost, which they did, I was going to use rubber duckies, which you turn over your duck, I give you your prize. And when I saw the pie, like I said, I thought it was way bigger. The cake, rather, I thought it was way bigger. Clearly, it's not as big as what I thought. Is it cute? Yeah, it's pretty cute. You're supposed to set it up on the table and put a design on top or something, a bow or something on top. I may do that, and then again, I may not. I might just leave them as is and set them up on the table real quick before everybody kind of gets there. That's why I'm getting there early, and then when everybody gets there, like, all right, grab however many slices. So far, we're looking at everybody getting about 4 slices. I do include myself, but I include myself the way I include myself is I don't pick because I know what's in what. So yeah, I don't pick. Period. I let everybody else pick whatever's left, whether I'm lucky or unlucky. It depends on how everybody else picked. Well, guys, that's it. It's been the first 6 days have been great, and we've got my mathematicals are probably up 18 more to go, and I've already gotten 2 of the things I wanted, so I'm happy. And out of one calendar and 2 of the scents are amazing. So far, I've only had one scent that I kind of sort of didn't like, so that's still good. And today was the first day the stationary calendar was more disappointing than fun. So I think that's pretty good. I hope that's not a foreshadow of the rest to come, though. But like I said, I will look up and see what I'm supposed to do with those stars. I kind of was stalling because I don't want to have a spoiler, so I might stall out on that and just know that I need to look up and see what they are. I mean, if they were gonna do that, I think it would have been better served to at least put different designs on them, not have them all the same color of the box, which is the beautiful. Not saying that that's not my problem. The problem is, what do you do with them? Like, exactly what am I supposed to do with these? I don't know. Okay. Well, that was kind of a negative Nancy note to put it on, but end it on. So let's do something different. Here's a little impromptu Christmas music. Silver bells, silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. All right, fam. I love you. See you next time on Ken Corners Create. Bye.